Welcome to GRC. I am racing in 2 days. This is Friday. I'm racing on Sunday, and I finished my car prep. So I'm just thought I'd share that and also talk about the race and what I'm doing. So cool. Welcome back. Before I start, this image of my car racing at race meet. I'm not sure, last year sometime. I acknowledge Contra Industries, and I think it's Martian RC. Other people that did it, so I'm using their image, so not my image. Cool. All right, yeah, it's a good image. I really like that. That was at a race at Hills, I think. Cool. Right, so I've got some new parts on my car. I thought I'd share with you. I'm also gonna the track. So after all these months of getting better and faster, the track has been redone. So they've reversed the direction and also changed some of the bits. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I haven't practiced on it. So this Sunday's race is my first run on it. There is a big race in 2 weeks' time at the same track. So I'm using this Sunday as practice. See how it goes. It's still the same surface, so I'm hoping that my setup will be similar, but I won't know until I get a chance to practice at the start. So I have to wait for that. So what did I change? I think I talked about this last time. So on my two-wheel drive, let me just do that now, over here, I put straight arms on the front. So just here instead of the gull wings. So that's just because I've got stand-up in this car, the stand-up transmission at the back here. So I decided to get those. They're meant to be good for them. So my buddy at the racetrack last week was letting me know about this. I didn't know. So see how that goes. It's supposed to increase the steering, because the weight's so much at the back. With the stand-up, you lose front steering, and with the gull wings, and so with the straight ones, you're meant to get your steering back. I'll try it out this week. I'm pretty keen. Other changes I made is I put a 30 teeth pinion on it. I normally run 29, have run 28s in the past, but now that I'm getting better and more used to the speed. I know a lot of the top guys race with a 30 or even a 31, and it should be a bit cooler. So summer's ended, so hopefully the motor will be fine. I've got a big fan in there anyway. It should be good. There are two changes I've made setup wise. I've got the same oils, so they're pretty soft in the back. I've got green V2 springs in the back and white in the front. 27.5 oil in the back and 30 in the front. So it's fairly soft. It is fairly rough. You'll see the track in a minute. I'm going to show a video of the track, but yeah, you'll see it. So it's I found this works really well. When I started I made a pretty big jump, decent increase in speed, and when I switched to the stand-up for me, so that was cool. Other things I got these metal caps on the shock caps, and also the bottoms. They're like aluminium, J Concepts. I normally get my stuff locally from Campbelltown Hobbies, but every now and again I browse the A-Main Hobbies site in the US, and they're pretty good. Before COVID, they were amazing shipping, but they're still pretty good. So sometimes I do that if there's stuff I can't get from Campbelltown. So I got the shock caps on both cars. I tend to just spend money. Like I don't know, I just like to buy things. So I've got heaps of hop-ups for my car. I run the MIP drivetrain system as well, by the way, at the back on my two-wheel drive. But yeah, my car's getting, this is like probably 18 months using it pretty solidly, like a lot. So the shocks they were getting old, and the caps were plastic and chipped, and so I decided just to replace the caps and the bottoms and stuff. So I've got new caps on those. I've got the aluminium hubs in the back. That's new. Last race was the first time. How do I do this? They're in here somewhere. You can't really see them, can you? You can sort of see them there. Anyway, the aluminium hubs in the back. So I've done that as well. And one thing I've actually got this time, I've got this little gadget. I'm not sure if you can see it. There it is there. Yeah, this. So when I buy from A-Main, because of the shipping and stuff, I normally just put more things in the cart because it's fun. And this little thing can do the wheel nuts, and also the small side does the nuts that go on the shocks. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I've got an Ultimate one that I've used, but this is really good. It's very easy to grip, super quick to use. Yeah, so that was cool. There's J Concepts as well. So I've got a couple of J Concept. I've got aluminium front steering. Everything on that is all ProTech aluminium as well. So there's a lot of changes to this car. I don't know. I said it before. The equipment's better than my ability, but they're pretty good cars. And as they're wearing, I replace it with better parts and stuff. And I like experimenting and mucking around. So yeah. So two-wheel drive, ready to go. I'll start the morning with maybe M4 whole shots in the back because it normally gets a bit wet. They water it early and it's dewy. I normally start ribs, and then in the afternoon or middle of the day I switch to bars. But anyway, so that's the two-wheel drive. So yeah, new front arms, 30 pinion. That's basically all the changes to set up. Everything else is pretty much the same. Now the four-wheel drive, so there's some really top AE drivers. The best driver in the club and one of the best drivers in the country is Lachlan Donnelly. So Lachlan does AE and he's just ridiculously fast. Young guy, about 17 maybe, I think, or something. So anyway, he put up his sheet for hills and he wins mod pretty much all the time. So I with my four-wheel drive, I swayed too far and it was set up for high grip at ride, and because I started racing at hills, it wasn't really good. There was heaps of I don't know, it was too jittery. It slipped, had loose traction in the back. It was a bit of a mess. So a month ago, I rebuilt it and reset it, and I copied Lachlan's setup sheet. I thought, he's AE, so that's good. So that included all the diffs, and then when I was there last time, I was talking to Ben, another really fast driver at the club, and I was talking about my setup, and he goes, I had 200k oil in the diff, front center diff, and 3,000 in the rear. He goes, oh no, that's a mod setup. So that's a problem with copying sheets, is that if you're not running the same class. So I know, semi-rookie mistake. The car still went okay. I made the A main and went okay, but yeah, it was still not ideal. So I've got the 500k in the center diff and 5,000 in the rear, and left the front the same. I bought all the springs, so Lachlan uses blue springs. So I don't know whether it's worth copying everything if you don't copy everything, but for me, the changes were really good, even with the wrong diff oils. So I think it was still worth me copying. I'm going to try to chat to him this week. He gives me any tips. I know he hasn't done stock. I don't know if he's ever done stock, but yeah, he's really fast. And I always watch him. Yeah, he's really good. So that was, anyway, I'll have a chat to him hopefully and see if I get some more pointers, but that's good. So this car felt super good last time. So with the 5,000, with the diff changes, that's all I've changed. The oils are all the same. I've got blue springs V2 all round. Yeah, it feels really good. So yeah, and also the shocks caps and these are all new. So they're just not a setup change. So I think that's good. Yeah, I think I was pretty happy. I'm happy with that, where that is. So that's my setup for the weekend. So I'll race on Sunday, and then I'll take in footage of my finals, and also bit of footage of the day, and then I'll report back after Sunday how I went. I kind of feel I was building up to getting made A mains, I don't know, 4 races in a row in a couple of months, and done really well. But now they've changed the whole track, so I'm a bit not sure how I'm going to go, but it should be good. Should be fun. Now I'm going to play this video. So someone on, if I do this, yeah, this video was put on the Facebook page of Hills the other day. They did a time lapse of changing the track. So this is still the old track before the changes. And if I show you actually, can I show this? Yeah, this is the old track. So there's a couple of things I wanted to point out. You can see where my car is in the middle going over those jumps. So first of all, they've reversed the direction. That rhythm section was pretty easy, it's pretty good with stock. You'd take the first one as a single, then do a double, then a single. The little double above my car, that little double when you're coming down the hill, that was kind of tricky at times. Yeah, you had to really have enough speed to clear it in stock, and if you overshot it, you'd go on a really rough in that hairpin, and if you just bumped it, you'd tip on it was horrible. So I don't know, I got much better at it, but anyway, they've changed that. The other thing they've changed, which was the bane of many people's existence, especially, I got good at this as well, but it was an off-camber hairpin on the top right of the screen. So you'd come down the hill and it'd be an off-camber chicane that if you took it too straight, you'd smack into the pipe and go through the air. And if you took it too wide, it was so slow. In some more videos recently, I got pretty good at taking that. But if I was slightly off, it was pretty tough. So they've got rid of that as well and reversed the direction. So we're just going to play the video and we'll talk about what it looks like. So here we go. Right, I hope that works. There it is. So the first thing they're doing is they're getting rid of that reverse camber, off camber hairpin, and they've straightened it out. So that was pretty good. The track's always been pretty quick, I think, but I'm not that experienced, but it looks like it's much quicker now. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. So they completely demolish that off camber because now you're going up the hill instead of down. So they get rid of it completely, and they make it like an S bend more. So there's that, and then they also get rid of this little double. So I think because if you're coming down that little really strong S bend, you won't have enough time, enough speed to clear that double. So they got rid of it completely, which is really interesting because they were two parts of the track where if you were good, and where I made up a lot of my time in those areas compared to people when I was making B mains. That was one of the step ups that I did, was really get better at those two sections. So I've lost my competitive advantage. So that's interesting. And if you'll have a look now, it doesn't go for much longer. So they flatten out that section. Oh no, they're filling it out, I think, here. So they had another video of a guy mucking around, but it wasn't doing full laps. So I actually don't know how that's going to go. But anyway, see the rhythm section down the bottom? So they're actually getting rid of that, or redoing it. And that, where that truck is now on the left, that used to be a little double, two doubles going up the hill. So they've smoothed that. I think it's just one coming down now because it's reversed. So yeah, there's a few changes actually. So this weekend's going to be a bit of a lottery, but this weekend purely is just set up practice for the big race, which is a 2-day race in 2 weeks' time. It's called the Hills Challenge, I think. It's 2-wheel drive on Saturday and 4-wheel drive on Sunday. So I'm going to go for both days, which I rarely do, but I've organised some family away from the family time. So I'm going to really have a good crack at it. So I really want to practice this one to get better. But the guys at Hills, I mean, the Hills Club is amazing. It's like they've got in Sunday's race, there's 43 entrants in 2-wheel drive stock and 30 odd in 4-wheel drive. And plus they've got 540 class, great juniors and the mod. So it's mainly a stock club. There's only like, normally one heat of mod, but there's 4 heats of stock. So I love it with the big fields because it's like 40 people. So that goes down to D main. So it's quite cool. But you can see now that double is not as savage anymore. So coming down the hill might be good. It's still going to be a struggle to clear it with a stock 2-wheel drive, I think, but who knows. And now they've completely redoing the rhythm section. So it's interesting because, I don't know, like going the other direction is going to be interesting. So as you can see on the top of the screen, that off camber is completely gone. It's a really wide section now. So I don't know whether it's finished or they're going to put the pipe down, but to me it looks like super wide section. So I don't know what it is. Is it just a super fast section? I don't know. Going up the hill should be pretty cool. And this part is, we'll just watch this part. So on the left there, you can see coming down the hill, it's looks like a downhill with two little jumps. So I can't wait. It's fascinating to watch this. This is pretty cool. Anyway, the committee is awesome at the club. So they've got a really good atmosphere and heaps of people helping out. There's 100 and something entrants, 13 entrants this weekend. So I'm running both classes, so it should be fun. I can't wait. I get there super early. I live about an hour and 10 away from the track. So I get up super early. I'll take some footage actually before I leave because it'll be dark. And it's a long day, but it's good fun. So it's having long days with so many people. It's just how it is, but it is what it is. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to embrace it, as they say. Right, so here you've got a good, like a main jump coming around the corner and then a small one. Now I'm assuming you're supposed to clear that, but I don't know. It looks long for a 2-wheel drive to come down that hill. For 2-wheel drive stock and then accelerate to clear that. I'm not sure if my 30 teeth pinion's a good idea. Anyway, that was the video. It was, I don't know, it's fascinating. So can't wait, super pumped. I'll have GoPro footage of my finals. I'm going to take some footage just during the day. Whoa. Oh, wait a sec. We've actually gone to... Cool. Oh, what have I done here? Just give me a sec. I'm back. Cool, sorry. So I have a couple of guys from down south. I live north of Sydney, and I've got a bunch of buddies that live south of Sydney, and we've started pitting together. So Simon, his name is. And Angus. So I'm really looking forward to, chatting with them because it's really good because they're my level. We all make the A mains together, but we're all at the back of the A mains, so it's quite good to sort of compare what we're doing and we learn. We've got the same cars, so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to lean on them with a bit of a. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. So yep, thanks for joining again. I'll finish up the cars. Yeah, I'm ready to go. So I'll see you. I'll have a lot of footage from Sunday, a couple of races. I'm actually gonna. I usually want me to show the races with music, but I'm actually going to talk through a few races and commentate my own races. What I'm thinking, what I do wrong, what I do well, particularly after the first race meet on the new track, and then the awesome video series between that and then the big weekend, the Hills Challenge. So yeah, we'll see how we go. I'm going to try to get time off work on the Friday before to go to practice day, so because I'm going to need practice. But yeah, super pumped. So, yep, I'll see you guys, whoever's watching, who's going on Sunday. See you Sunday. Pop around and say hello. I'm going to take some footage and interview a few people if they want to be interviewed. Yeah, I'm going to try to catch up with the fast AE guys. Yeah, Nathaniel, another mate of mine, is very strong in the stock class, and he's AE as well. So he gives me a lot of tips as well. So hopefully I could get some... I'm a bit of a sponge at the moment, trying to learn, particularly with the new track. Can't wait. Thanks for joining, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye.